He's gonna try to Crater Hoof us. He probably can do it. He is Transmogrify. We're in trouble. They're all gonna get Trample. You know what shuts down Transmogrify and Crater Hoof? Hushbringer. So we've left our Spiritdancer open to removal. I don't think he's got it though. I don't think it's in the Transmogrify deck. But even if he does Transmogrify, we see Hushbringer shutting down the entry effects of the Crater Hoof. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. We're back for another Magic the Gathering Arena video, playing Traditional Historic today with Azorius Auras. Now this deck revolves around Kor Spiritdancer, one of the new cards from Jumpstart. It's a 0/2, which will get +2/+2 for each aura attached to it, and then whenever you cast an aura spell, you get to draw a card. So it's replacing itself whenever you're pumping auras onto it, and then just gets that additional +2/+2. So a very powerful card, especially seeing as the converted mana cost here is only 2. We also have a companion today. We're accompanied by Lurrus of the Dream Den. This is a 3/2 with lifelink. When he is our companion, we do have to follow a set of rules within the deck, and each converted mana cost within each permanent of your deck has to be 2 or less for him. And then during each of your turns, you may cast one permanent or spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to your from your graveyard to the library, right? So that's quite cool. So we get to recast a lot of our auras or our creatures back from the grave again to the field. As always, we're breaking down the deck list in its entirety. What do all of the individual cards do? And then we're going to talk deck tech, strategies, synergies. How do all of those individual cards come together to form a coherent archetype? Then we're going to break down some gameplay footage, any play lines or interactions within the new Jumpstart Historic meta, right? Because it's not enough really to know how your deck operates. You really need to know how it operates against the rest of its environment. Finally, we do come around with our closing thoughts, ideas on the deck, different upgrade paths if you don't have all these rares, etc., etc., future content plans, just random propaganda. As always, if you do find any value within the video, I really encourage you to give me a thumbs up. It's a great way to help this channel and video grow. And then share this channel out to some of your Magic the Gathering Arena friends. We have a 500,000 gem giveaway going on, so don't miss out on that. All you have to do is sub to the channel and join our Discord. Links for everything in the description below, as always. So we already talked about Lurrus. Let's get right into the actual deck list. We have 3 copies of Alseid of Life's Bounty. This is a 1/1 with lifelink. Enchantment creature, which is kind of a key word here. We're looking for enchantments and artifacts. You can pay 1 to sacrifice it. Target creature or enchantment you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. 4 copies of Karmetra's Blessing. This is an instant spell. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. And if it's an enchantment creature or an enchanted creature, it also gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. 2 copies of Selfless Savior, a 1/1, in which we can sacrifice to give another target creature we control indestructible until end of turn. 4 copies of Sentinel's Eyes. This is an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. Escape cost is only 1, plus exiling 2 other cards from our graveyard. So we can organically play this from our graveyard without the help of Lurrus. 4 copies of Arcane Flight. I love the art on this card. Wow, Steve Prescott, thank you so much. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. I swear this is what my cat dreams of every night. 4 copies of Curious Obsession, another enchantment aura. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, we get to, deals combat damage to a player, we get the ability to draw a card. Enchanted creature is also going to get +1/+1. If enchanted creature doesn't attack this turn, we're going to have to sacrifice Curious Obsession, so that's a bit of a bummer. So make sure you're attacking on the turn you equip it. 2 copies of Gingerbrute, a 1/1 with haste. We can pay 1, so it can only be blocked by other creatures with haste, and then we can pay 2, tap it, sacrifice it, gain 3 life. We've got 4 copies of Stonecoil Serpent, a 0/0 with reach and trample, protection from multicolored. It's an X drop, and it's going to enter the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. So this is a scaling spell. You can drop it for 1, you can drop it for 7, right? Anywhere in between as well. On to our 2 drops, 4 copies of All That Glitters, a star of the show here, enchantment aura as well. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control, so that's why those are so important. 3 copies of Hushbringer, flying lifelink, 1/2. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. Kor Spiritdancer, we touched on this already. Another nuke of the deck, a 0/2, gets +2/+2 for each aura on it, and then whenever you cast an aura, draw a card. Aether Tunnel. We've got 2 copies of this. It's another enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and cannot be blocked. We've got 1 Castle Ardenvale, an unknown amount of plains, 4 forests, 4 glacial fortresses, 4 hallowed fountains, and 2 Fabled Passages. That is a UI bug with the new land styles, but we do have 9 plains in total. So these spells are accompanied by sideboard, because I mentioned we are playing traditional, which means best of 3. We've got 2 copies of Tormod's Crypt. This costs 0, which is really cool. It's one of the only 0 drops within Standard. We can tap it to exile all cards from target player's graveyard. 2 copies of Spell Pierce for 1, instant speed, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. Stern Dismissal ×3, also instant for 1. Return target creature or enchantment and opponent controls to its owner's hand. 4 copies of Baffling End. When it enters the battlefield, exile creature and opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or less. And when it leaves the battlefield, target opponent creates a 3/3 green dinosaur token. Draenith Magistrate. This is really nice as well. Your opponent can't cast spells anywhere other than their hands, and it is a 1/3. So that is the sideboard. We'll talk a little bit about the sideboard guide, what each of those cards is kind of used for within the historic meta. But before we get there, let's talk deck tech, right? How do all of these, Azorius cards come together to form that very powerful aggro deck that we've been seeing? A couple base principles for the deck before we get into specifics. Stacking enchantments and stacking artifacts is our primary goal. This buffs all that glitters, right? You get +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment you control. It itself is an enchantment, which is pretty cool. And most of our creatures are either enchantment creatures or artifact creatures. So basically everything we're playing in the deck is an enchantment or an artifact, which really makes the value of all that glitters just incredibly high, right? So yeah, primary goal is to stack artifacts and enchantments. Also, primary goal is to get 2 land in your hand. 3 and 4 is even better, right? That's going to allow us to cast multiple spells each turn, which is really, really nice. So our nukes of the deck, Gingerbrute can't be blocked for 1. Stonecold Serpent has protection from multicolor, so if there's multicolored creatures on the battlefield, they can't block him either. So that's really nice. Kor Spiritdancer doesn't have any evasion, so we're going to need to put that on it organically. We do have things like Arcane Flight to give it flying. We have Aether Tunnel, can't be blocked. Potentially, you could even sacrifice Alseid of Life's Bounty onto it, giving it protection from your opponent's color. This only works if he has 1 color or all of 1 color, at least, on the field to get through. So there's a few ways to get through to your opponent, like I said, through Gingerbrute, through the Serpent, through the Kor Dancer, via the Tunnel and the Flight, which is really nice. Hushbringer organically has flying, which is really, really cool, so there's no need for added evasion there. So that's your attack, your evasion creatures, right? And now let's talk defense. So we have Alseid of Life's Bounty. Now this goes both ways, which is really nice. It can help with evasion, so you're unblockable through protection, and it can also help, just survive his removal through the protection as well. So that's a really nice defensive spell. Kamatra's Blessing. This could kind of go both ways as well. The +2/+2 would help you with lethal if he was tapped. If not, just always protect with this. Play defensively. Just giving something hexproof and indestructible is awesome. Basically, save all. Speaking of save all, the Selfless Savior can sack instant speed without paying mana to give something indestructible. So that's really, really cool as well. Sentinel's Eyes is just a buff, so nothing there. Curious Obsession is a draw engine, so nothing there. There's not a ton of protection, but once you get it going and you can just hold it up in your hand, it should be no problem. So Alseid of Life's Bounty, Kamatra's Blessing, Selfless Savior, all really good protection. And again, you're primarily protecting your Spiritdancer or whichever creature all that glitters happens to land on, right? So the Spiritdancer is great because it's a draw engine and it buffs up. So ideally, everything gets equipped to her and you just protect her and it's absolutely nuclear. If not, you protect whatever else everything's equipped to. Like if we couldn't get our Spiritdancer and we ended up going on to a Gingerbrute, then we're protecting the Gingerbrute with everything, right? So flood the field with enchantments and artifacts. Play defensively, protect your enchantments and artifacts, and then just like stack all that glitters, hopefully on your Spiritdancer. We talked offense, we talked defense, we talked main game plan. How are you going to accent that and really come out ahead of your opponents? Well, it's within the replenishing of your hand and the card advantage that this deck list can provide you. So we have Curious Obsession. +1/+1, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Drawing cards is how you win games, in my opinion. It combats removal. Card advantage is life. So Curious Obsessions is really great because it's going to start drawing you cards. The Spiritdancer we already talked about. Whenever you cast an aura, we get to draw a card. So that is very, very, very powerful. Those are our only 2 draw engines within the deck, the Spiritdancer and our Obsessions. So treat them with the utmost respect. They're really going to win you those games. We've got Hushbringer in here. This can shut down a lot of weird decks that we're seeing within the meta. Do beware that if they play a Titan on top of it, it's going to remain in the field. They won't get the 3 life or the ramp, but they're going to get 6/6, which is, you know, something to think about and have to deal with in the future. You know, and then when they attack, they'll actually get that ability to trigger. It's just when they enter that it doesn't. So Hushbringer is a good some matches, bad other matches. But regardless, for the majority of the meta, I think it generally gets it done. That's the general deck guide. Let's kind of try to break down and discuss the sideboard a little bit for you here. When you do come into sideboard time, in these kinds of decks where it's so fine-tuned to only go one direction, like there's no removal here, I don't take out what's bad. First, I look at what's better within the sideboard. So the Crypt, you know, exile all cards from target's player's graveyard. Is there an Uro? Is there Woe Striders, right? Like Escapes, stuff like this that they're going to be replaying. Call of the Death Dweller. So anytime we need to deal with their graveyard, the Crypt is great. Spell Pierce, you know, Wilderness Reclamation's banned now, but any non-creature spell that they're trying to play on curve all the time, you just pop that off with Spell Pierce. That's really nice. Dismissal, you know, you can't always counter things, but you can always bounce them to their opponent's hand. So if your opponent pays 6 mana to play a big baddie that doesn't have, say, an Enter the Battlefield effect or something, or just like an enchantment that's not triggered anything or something yet, you can bounce it back to their hand, and they're going to have to repay 6 mana, which is basically a full turn, which is great news for you as an aggro matchup. Baffling End, just kind of taking out their creatures, so there's no death effects. Annex comes to mind. Not that we're seeing him too much in Historic, but just Baffling End is great for the exile on any creatures. And then if our opponent is free casting with like goblins or minotaurs, you know, any shenanigans, we're probably going to sideboard out our Hushbringer straight for our Draenith Magistrate. Your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. You know, it's just great to shut down some of those free cast decks. So that's a quick sideboard intro. Obviously, you know, you can make the sideboard your own. This deck does come to us from the Historic event. Let me pull it up here to see if we can find where it came from. This was by Historic Lurrus Auras by Rex. Okay, so yeah, Rex 51515. Really appreciate the deck. Congratulations on your day 2 win. Rex won $2,000 with this deck, you guys. That's absolutely incredible. So he was able to beat out the Team Rec with this Azorius Auras, which is absolutely incredible. So congratulations on your win, Rex. You know, the rest of the community really appreciates this deck climbing into Mythic this month. So thank you. I hope you go some great Magic cards with that money. Maybe some fancy sleeves or playmats, you know. Anyways, before we get into today's gameplay footage, you guys, I really want to remind you that liking this video does help spread it, which is great for my growth. And then we're live on YouTube every morning, 6 a.m. Mountain Standard. We're live on Twitch at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard. And then we're in the Discord all day. And we are back on YouTube at night at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard. So you can kind of get a dose of magic whenever you want throughout my YouTube and Twitch. Discord is also running 24/7. Links for everything is in the description below. So I really appreciate everybody spending their time and attention here with me today. We're going to get into some gameplay footage. Thank you to our new supporters on Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube, making all of this reality for everybody else. So not only big gracias from myself, but from the community as well. Thank you. Make sure to watch to the end so you don't miss out on my closing thoughts. And enjoy Azorius Auras, which won Rex 51515, $2,000 in the Historic Open just the other day. So do take care, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. All right, so we're going to mulligan this. Keeping this. We get that third land anyways, please and thank you. Let's just go for it. We don't have protection this turn, but I'd rather just like get it rolling. So he's got one turn to remove us. If he does, then we should have waited and held up our blessing, but we're good to go. We may as well. Just whiling out right out the start. Drawing another card. How good is that? And we're hitting with a 6/8 right out of the gate. I do like that. Let's draw another card from Curious Obsessions. Ending our turn, holding up our blessing. We always want to protect it. I think we have all that glitters for lethal next turn. Not so worried about this. Draw a card. Smash down for 11. I'm going to hold up 2 blessings, and then we just have lethal next turn. He's going to try to Crater Hoof us. He probably can do it. He is Transmogrify. We're in trouble. They're all going to get Trample. You know what shuts down Transmogrify and Crater Hoof? Hushbringer. So we've left our Spiritdancer open to removal. I don't think he's got it though. I don't think it's in the Transmogrify deck. But even if he does Transmogrify, we see Hushbringer shutting down the entry effects of the Crater Hoof. Right? So we just get to easily pick off one of these, and we only get hit for 7. And now we can just finish the game. Pro play, right? It's not only enough to know your own deck, like I said, you really need to know your opponent's decks as well. So we mulligan this because there's too much land. This is much better. We'll toss our third land. Stacking those artifacts out. Damage. It's not a ton, but it's a little bit, right? Growth Spiral's a banned card. Can't be playing with that. Can't be playing with that, bro. It's cheating. A little bit of damage. I mean, you know, that's not a lot, let's be honest. Another growth spiral, so he's only dropping for 3, probably an Uro, right? What? Are you kidding me? 3 banned cards in a row. Wow. Why don't you just drop a Wilderness Reclamation while you're at it? I probably shouldn't say that, or he will. That's like, what? Lethal in 2? We can pull. Nice. Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna assume he's Wilderness Reclamation, right? Exile cards from graveyard. Get rid of Uro. Bounce Wreck to his hand. Counter it potentially. This shuts down, you know, a little bit as well. It's gonna shut down his Uro, which I think is better than the Hushbringer. Right, it's a quick little transfer there. He ramps so hard, so I'm not sure that the light counter will do it. I think the bounce might be better. At the same time, maybe let's just ignore it. Turns out 3 growth spirals in a row can't help you win games. Actually, no, it absolutely can. I'm just not sure what happened there. So we got our Spiritdancer. That's lovely. Right, out for 1. Out for 2. Hopefully she stays alive. Don't really have any protection for it. Which is so sad. Okay. Interesting. Wants to ramp. Probably Field of the Dead. Gross. I do not like that, right? Let's take our draw. Let's take another draw. Come on. Take another draw. That's what we needed a while ago, but we also drew in the wrong order. We tapped our planes too early. So a 9/11 with Vigilance, he blocks it pretty easy, whatever. And he just gets rid of it. That's pretty good, right? It's like, what, a 15 for 1? That's fine, though. Oh, we can't cast the same name as it. Ouch. So we're going to escape onto this right away. Give ourselves a little veggie, up to 3. And we're, you know, just basically gonna try to smash down here. Teferi's annoying.
I
minus
know
on
my
us.
responsibility.
Protection from multicolor, so he can't.
No
That's
time
nice.
for a break.
And that'll allow us to kill him as well, ideally. Glitter up, pony. Kill the Teferi? Probably our smartest play. Let's be honest. You cannot leave him on the field. Get, boy.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Shadow the Sky. Okay, great. More fun. More fun. Still at 20. Field of the Dead is going to come online any second. Oh no. Lurrus into our hand. We do have really nice hand advantage, but Golos searches for a third Field of the Dead. That's incredible. Oh, no, he doesn't. He goes for Ardenvale just to start activating it. Ooh, this could get messy. Just playing from our graveyard. Could do some instant speed shenanigans, I think, maybe. We need to bring something for this binding to kill it, though. We've gone too far. We could kill Golos here. I don't know if that's required or not. Could have chump block Golos, kill the zombie, but... It's not an enchantment creature yet. Not until this hits, but it won't hit until it's bounced. Indestructible doesn't really help us either. Damn it. Brazen Borrower is so good. Borrower in play. Down to 11. He's still at 20 with a field of zombies. This looks very bad for us. He's rebouncing our Lurrus. That's annoying. Get the kill. Oh, we should have took the Brazen Borrower out. We have reach. Oops. Idiot. Oh, we let 2 damage go through unmitigated. I don't think it would have mattered. So, we're talking about, you know, enchantment removal. Spell Pierce is going to have to be it. It can't be blocked, actually. It's probably pretty good. Playing first. Let's toss it. Take another gander. This looks better. Let's toss our eyes. Serpent in for 1. Just immediately in for the win, hopefully. All we need is 1 turn. It survives here, we're good. I think so, yeah. Lovely. Draw land. Don't mind if I do. End our turn. 2 layers of protection. I will definitely take indestructible. Okie dokie, I think we're good to go. We have a blessing. And, yeah, he even hit his shatter on turn 4. It's just, like, not enough. No stopping this deck on the play. So this hand has a lot of land, but we have our Dancer. And that's going to be a key component to us winning. We have no 1-drop that I believe. Oh, there it is. So, we will ignore that Fabled Passage. Fair 1-drop. I actually don't mind trading with the Sailor here. It's a draw engine. And it's not like we're not dropping our Dancer right after, so... If he is going to tempo, now his counters don't have that backup. And I think he just missed his land draw, which... I want to say is absolutely incredible. We're just looking for more auras, more enchantments. He didn't pull land, good game. How do you keep a hand with 1 land? Wow. I mean, the Baffling End could be pretty good here. The Spell Pierce could be pretty nice as well. I don't think Hushbringer has much going on in Tempo Blue. The Vigilance could be good. I think that would be nice. Let's go down because we can replay it. And Can't Be Blocked could be really good for us as well because he has creatures. But what do we drop, right? I think Arcane Flight is better. Okay. Right is cheaper, so we can get it off a lot easier. Yeah, we like it. There's the Dancer again. We maybe should have cast this for 2, and the reach could have been more beneficial. I don't mind, though. It's better just to shut down these guys immediately. He's not into it. Let's chill out. We're tapped. He's really got the advantage here with 3 land. The Tempest Gen. Okay, that's what we were taking that exile for. We have Vigilance, so we're going to try to threaten the block. We just get free damage. That Tempest Djinn is heavy. Okay, so he gets to draw. Curiosity, that's pretty cool. We're shutting down his block, trading with the Serpent. We're gonna give it Indestructible as well. Just so we can do that again next turn, ideally. Whoops, we now need to pay life for that. Let's get that damage in again. Trying to at least keep up with them. We need some more auras here. I didn't know if we should protect our Serpent there or just save it. And we are getting boned here so hard. We can play Lurrus and replay our Serpent just for like an infinity blocker. As long as it hits the field. Well, I cannot pay 4, so it definitely does not hit the field. Interesting. We might just need to spaz in with some damage here. If we can pull an All That Glitters, that would be really cool. But this is real bad. This is real bad. Uh-oh. And he gets to draw 2, which is, you know, just terrifying. Secondary Djinn. Lethal. He already has lethal, but it's a good blocker. We need an All That Glitters. And even then. One turn too late. LOL. Okay. I should have seen that coming. Good game. We should have kept that land back and double blessed for more life gain. We could have got pretty close as well. But again, just like a little bit shy. A little bit shy. One aura shy, really, is all. Okay. We get to play first, finally. Right? He's played first twice in a row. Okay. It's not good, but... Hopefully he mulligans down to 2. Concedes like he did the first match. Let's take our island, just so it's there. Of course he does. Let's just, get out of here, you know what I mean? I don't think he's really gonna bounce it for a 3/3. Hopefully we get that third drop. Preferably an island. Spell Pierce right there would have been cool as well. So we can basically bet on there being a counter, which is so sad. Let's go for it. So we should be safe here. Yeah, okay, cool. Rhineborn does get buffed up. But we go to the moon. And how do you not hit with that kind of life gain? He could put a Curious Obsessions on, which would suck. Just takes it, wants to counter. He just needs to counter it. Yeah, okay. We still have our blessing available. Let's snag the Cutthroat. It's no longer a threat. Let's hit home. He's down to one card. Okay. He's probably gonna take a draw here because he's got nothing. But really, he should chump block while he does that. Well, I guess it doesn't tap it, so no need. Curious Obsessions. Okay, he's gonna take the draw. I guess that's his best bet. Down to 4. Hold up our blessing. Takes his draw. Okay, well, the summoner can block us. So can the Termander. While he continues to draw. So this could get weird. Lurrus in play. Just, you know, +2/+2. We won't be dealing any combat damage, but regardless, the life gain that we're receiving is very beneficial. He gets the draw, so he's like holding on really well. He's landing pretty hard though, which is semi-beneficial for us. Damage does nothing, it's the draw he's after. Storm Tamer in play. My turn. Well, Gingerbrute's really nice here. He can't be blocked. This is lethal, I believe. Unless he's, you know, single blocking Lurrus. Nice. Okay, Brianborn in play. He could sack this to mitigate the life gain that we'd have. Up to 43, he's down to 3. It's gonna be a hard match to get back from. Right, even if he does get field advantage, that's a lot of life to knock down on us. He still wants that draw. That's so cool that he's taking it. 7 land, he can almost double activate Sailor. Good game. We're just slaying people with the mono white auras in Historic. Playing first. Please and thank you. We'll keep it. Let's cast our Serpent for 2. Blessings available. We should be good to go here. This is a very nice start. Look at this art. You know what I mean? This is my cat's dreams at night. It's quite literally. Wow. So that's good. Can't get around that. What a jerk. Serpent for 2, so we can hold up our blessing. What? It's an artifact creature, not an enchantment creature. Cry. Okay. That's not happening. I'm not gonna waste time on that. What a horrific misplay, just not paying attention. Some days. Don't you guys like to click just really fast? This would be sick if we pulled the land. Are we betting on the land pull though? That's not a good idea. The chances are high that we'll draw one, but this looks better at least, I guess. Alrighty. Winning 2 in a row could be tough. Stitcher's Flyer. Gross. Let's pray we survive. and we pull a land off the top. Survive plus pull a land equals good game, maybe. We could win. You know, looks like double sack though here, yeah. Oh, just single, he doesn't even have to do it. I thought it was each player sacked. That's busted. I guess we should have held on, read that play a little bit better. Yeah, the protection from multicolor could be useful. Still hoping to draw a land. We can get the Dancer back with the Lurrus, so it's not that big of a loss. Just taking damage. Blessing's not really what we want. Well, I mean it is, but... we should have went for it, because the Blessing's not going to protect anything anyways, because they're artifacts. We made that play just moments earlier. That's fine, we just recast that, I guess. So let's get this glitter going on. Alright, we'll throw it on our Gingerbrute. Or our Serpent. I don't know, it's a hard call. Is the multicolored going to be that worth it? Yeah, probably. Down to 9. Hopefully he's out of answers. And then we can protect with the Blessing from here on out. Lethal on 2. Alright, that's a little bit messier. I can't believe he's taking this 1 damage. Just buffing our other Serpent up. He counters it, which is good. This is lethal from the +2/+2 via trample. Okay, so that was like too close for comfort. Let's try to come full circle on this and get this win again. Keeping this Spell Pierce up. I would love to get that in our opening hand. Hushbringer could save us. Land does look good for anything else. Be cool to get a 1-drop off the top. I'm glad he played that this turn, not next turn. Probably just going right in for the sack, right? It's been one of his go-to plays. Life's Bounty in play. Let's just grab some additional life over here. Right? Now we're straight chilling. Hopefully there's no more Croxus in play. That would suck. I don't care about his 1 damage, that's fine. Let's get Lurrus in our hand. Just holding up our blessing. Yeah, he gets +2/+2, so that's nice. Got 5 in his grave though. Nice. Ouch. We gotta take their Hushbringer back out, lol. We didn't know he had a Croxa. That was a sick sideboard play. I kind of want to just give Lurrus flying. Let's just go for it. Right, if we put our tunnel, it's the same as flying, so... Oh no, we have to discard it. Shoot! I forgot about that. Okay. We can only play 1 from our grave. We're gonna have to discard our Hushbringer. But we should be really close to lethal. He says good game, let's reward him with his win. Yeah, let's make our Serpent unblockable. That should be good. Alrighty then. Deck's great. I think we're just gonna slay up to Mythic with it next week, or probably even today or tomorrow. Let's see how quick we can go, right? I do love just climbing to Mythic really early in the season, and I think this is a great deck to do it. Let me know if you think of any changes within the deck. Obviously, I don't want to change anything that's slayed the Historic Open, the Arena Open, whatever you want to call it. 7 wins, 1 loss, $2,000 USD taken home by Rex5155. So that's absolutely amazing. And even myself in the historic standard traditional historic standard in the historic traditional queue, I've just been slaying matches with it. So it's been a really fun deck to play. Really appreciate the deck list, right, as always. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, share to a friend, blah, 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 blah. We'll see you guys in the Discord, and we're back. The schedule, 6 a.m., 6 p.m. Mountain Standard live on YouTube, so in the mornings and evenings, and then we're in the Twitch throughout the day in between and in the Discord. So links for everything in the description below. Thank you for your time and attention. Take care. Have a great day. Peace!